Today we have a pair of open-ear running headphones from Soundpeats. They were kind enough to send their Runfree Lite 2 headphones to try out. They come in at around $56 Canadian based on what I've seen from most online retailers, which I believe is about $40 US. The only other pair of open-ear running headphones that I've used were the Runfree 01, which is also an open design, but those weren't connected together and rather just clipped onto each ear without a band to secure them together in place. These are quite similar to those in many regards. They feature dual microphones for noise cancelling when making calls. This is the microphone of the Soundpeats Runfree Lite 2. This is the microphone of the Soundpeats Runfree Lite 2 with background noise. And they also support LDAC and also advertise 15 hours of playtime. Now, it is good to remember that these are running headphones and not exactly meant for critical listening, but rather they're meant to be used as something to listen to in the background while still being able to hear your surroundings. They aren't the best sounding headphones, in my opinion. I use them on a run, and while they are serviceable as headphones that allow you to still be aware of your surroundings, they did come across still a bit thin and nasally sounding when it comes to music or podcasts. For the use of background music or just podcasts, they're fine, but just don't expect an audiophile experience. But as I sat down to write this review, listening to them in a quiet room with the volume turned down lower, they came across a lot more full sounding when it comes to the low end. I was a little confused since they sounded different than I remembered them, and also different than how I initially measured them. So I decided to run a quick measurement at different volume levels, and it does seem that the quieter that they're set, the more low end that you hear in the overall balance. This is something to consider, especially if you are trying them out in a quiet room or at lower levels. But when it comes to real world scenarios, using these as intended, which is probably going to be used outside with ambient noise, you'll probably be listening to them at higher volume levels, which will give you more of that thinner sound signature. That said, simply as a pair of running headphones, I did prefer using these over the other open-ear headphones I had used previously. I found these to be very stable and consistent with their position when I wear them, which minimizes changes in how they sound due to position changes when running. Even when trying to shake them off my head, they still stayed on quite well. So simply as just a budget pair of open-ear running headphones, they seem decent and get the job done. And in some ways, I did find them a little bit more comfortable than even IEMs when it comes to using them for exercise.